Hey, this is Charles Softly from PremierGuitar.com. I'm here with Michael Smith from PV.
Oh, how you doing?
And one of the big pieces of news at PV this year is that they've acquired Composite Acoustics, one of the real important builders to this point in the carbon fiber acoustic market. And Michael, what can you tell us about what's going on with CA now that they're in your position and being built up in Meridian?
I'll tell you, it's a real special instrument. There's a lot going on here. I mean, this is not like building a standard instrument. This is aerospace technology, and the CA guitar is actually one piece, top to bottom. And what happens is then the body and the neck are all one solid piece, all carbon fiber, all composite materials as well. So the nut and the saddle, bridge, everything, and the fingerboard are all composite materials that are proprietary to the brand. Very, very dense and hard materials here that transmit the string vibrations directly to the body. Now, the real cool thing about the CA brand is that the tops are actually tuned in a way where you might tune an arch top or a violin or something, in the sense that there are different layers and thicknesses depending on the model and dependent on the model, that are tuned to that, not just a generic across the board top. And they're very loud. The bottom line is they're made to be impervious to any kind of atmospheric changes at all. You can literally drop it in the snow and take it directly into the sauna, and it's going to play just the same. The neck will never move, and it might be cold, but it's not going to move. And they sound great. They play great. They got great electronics, and the ones that have the electronics, and we're just very excited about it. The response has been phenomenal.
Now you mentioned some changes to the line, some minor changes that you've already made now that CA is in PV's possession. Can you tell me a little bit about some of those?
Yeah, we didn't change a lot. We wanted to keep the formula the way it was mostly, but we did change a couple of things. The neck pitch has actually been changed a bit to lower the action. And also we're going to introduce a narrow neck version of some of the models as well, because different styles of playing require different setups. And this is not a guitar that you really set up from a standpoint of moving the neck around. For instance, we do have different size saddles that you can put in here. So if you prefer a higher action, you can do it. If you prefer a low action, you can do that as well. But other than that, I mean, we really kept the formula true to what CA had produced, because if it's not broken, they'll fix it. So
Now, CA isn't the only leaps and bounds that PV is taking into the acoustic market. You've also got the Trace acoustic line, which you are working with now. What can you tell me about what's going on there?
Well, fans of the old Trace acoustic line will first of all remember how uncharacteristically heavy they were for the size. They were very heavy. And the new ones are just the opposite. I mean, the little guy's 14 pounds, this is 20 pounds. The biggest one is 27 pounds. They're all stereo, Class D power, so 200 watts here in stereo, 2 channels, digital effects on board. There's a very special feature on all the preamps called auto compression. And you'll notice, if you look at the input light here, if I play and I want a real natural sound, I keep the light green. If I want to have more compression, then I get it. You'll see it go into yellow, and so in that way, what you can do is I can be playing a normal. If I want to go into a solo, I hit the boost button, and it's going to give me that compression so that my notes will actually hold out and I can stand out in the mix. So that's a really, really cool feature. It's a non-clipping circuit. These amplifiers, unlike a lot of acoustic amps, are really designed as portable sound reinforcement systems for acoustic instruments. So they are designed to work just as well with a mandolin or a violin or a mandocello or whatever you have. A lot of banjo players, for instance, love them too. So they're really a really well-rounded acoustic, system.
And how do they range in power?
Well, they go from 100 watts stereo, they got 200 watts stereo, and this one's 300 watts, all stereo.
And equipped with what kind of speakers?
All proprietary Celestion. The 5s you can only get here, and that's a good point, because you'll notice what you don't see on the Trace Acoustic are horns. horns can be very harsh when it comes to acoustic amplification, and there's a circuit in the power amp called dynamic correction that allows these 5-inch speakers to produce that crispy high end without the need of a horn, so it's very smooth.
Michael, where can people go to find out more about Composite Acoustics?
Well, of course, you can go to the Composite Acoustics website, and there's a compositeacoustics.com, and you can find a dealer locator there to find your nearest retailer. And you'll definitely want to go in and check them out and play them for yourself, see what the buzz is all about.
This is Charles Softly for PremierGuitar.com.